Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to be reading The Abominable Snowman. I would say every couple of days I'm going to read this book to you. I will have copies of the pages online, but it's more for fun and just to have you guys do something interesting. If you could see the little hand, you'll see that. Oh, look who's joining us. So these books are called Choose Your Own Adventure, and the idea is that you choose what happens next in each section of the story. So I'm going to read a little bit, and then I am going to have you guys vote on Google Classroom as to where you want the character to go. What decision do you want the character to make? And once you all vote, I will read the next section of the book. All right? Based on what you choose. I will post pages of the book online so that you guys can follow along if you want to. Again, this is more so for fun. It's like a little treat that we can do in Google Classrooms just so you can try it out. All right. You are a mountain climber. 3 years ago, you spent the summer at a climbing school in the mountains of Colorado. Your instructor said that you had natural skills as a climber. You made rapid progress, and by the end of the summer, you were leading difficult rock and ice climbs. That summer, you became close friends with a boy named Carlos. The two of you made a good climbing team. Last year, you and he were chosen to join an international team. The expedition made it to the top of 2 unclimbed peaks in South America. One night on that expedition, the group was seated around the cook tent at the base camp. The expedition leader, Franz, told stories of climbing in the Himalayas, the highest mountain in the world. And I will show you the picture that we have in the book. So that is a picture of the Himalaya mountains. The Himalayas form a great natural wall between India and China, with Nepal tucked in amid the peaks. Everest, K2, and Annapurna are the best-known mountains in the Himalayas. These and many other peaks have been climbed. Still others lie in remote areas where few humans have gone. There, said Franz, in the high valleys beneath the snowfields, lives the Yeti, sometimes called the Abominable Snowman. The Yeti is said to be a huge beast. Franz tells you, perhaps a cross between a gorilla and a human. People cannot agree what it is. Is the Yeti dangerous? Carlos asked. Franz shrugs. Some say it is. Other people say the Yeti is very gentle. Have you ever seen one? You inquire. No, almost no one has. The best proof of the Yeti's existence is a set of very large footprints discovered in the 1950s by a British expedition. No one has ever photographed one that I have heard, Franz answers. But still, the stories persist. You and Carlos decided then and there to find the Yeti. When you returned from South America, the two of you raised money from the International Foundation for Research into Strange Phenomena. Your goal? Proof positive that Yeti exist. You will find and photograph the Yeti. That is what brings you to Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. Your problems, though, have already begun. 2 days ago, Carlos left by helicopter to look over the terrain near Mount Everest. The helicopter returned without him. The pilot told you that Carlos decided to stay up at the Everest base camp to check out a report that a Yeti had been seen. He had a radio transmitter, but you have received no word from him. The weather turned bad and radio communication was interrupted. That is not nice, Gabby. You have an appointment. You have an appointment to speak with R.N. Runal, the Director of Expeditions and Mountain Research and an authority on the Yeti. He knows of your plans. You need his help with official permits for the expedition. He will also have good advice and information. But what about Carlos? If you decide to cancel your meeting with Runal and search for Carlos, turn to page 7. If you feel that Carlos is okay and go ahead with your plan to meet Runal, turn to page 8. So I'm going to have you guys choose which one you want to do.